Living in our tiny home on wheels comes with challenges, but the trade-off is we can travel the world and never leave our cozy home. We've driven from the United States all the way down to Peru, and we're enjoying the beautiful sand dunes of Playa Roja, the epic Andes Mountains, and of course, all the wildlife.
This morning we had a very fun time at some sand dunes, or at a little oasis called...
We went to Huacachina this morning.
We'll insert a little clip for you right here. What's up, guys? We are in Huacachino, which is a little oasis in the desert in Peru. It's really cool. You're in the middle of these giant sand dunes in the middle of the desert. There just happens to be a nice little lake. There's a whole little city here. You can rent dune buggy rides. You can do all kinds of things. We're just hiking up to the top of the sand dune. Gonna check it out for the bird's eye view. See what's going on here.
We're going off trail here. Not even close. Wow, this is hard. The sand is burning me. But Trent crashed the drone. Oh, it's burning me. Why am I always the one to recover the drone? Every time. Actually, yeah, every time. Oh, it's hot. Oh my goodness. Here we go. Whew. It's jammed. There's a lot of sand in it.
Well, I was using DJI's trusty tracking feature to do a circle around us while we were climbing the dune. And while we were walking, I look over and I see that it's kind of heading right towards the dune. So I grab the controller and I start pressing up to get it to fly up, and it like didn't even respond. It just right into the side of the sand dune. So
my ankles are on fire from all the sand. Every step I took was like a mini avalanche of loose sand falling onto my shins and ankles. Oh, super, 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 super hot. Definitely more workout than I bargained for this morning, but we recovered the drone. Everybody's good. Nobody got caught up in a sand avalanche. We came, we saw, we mostly conquered. Let's get back down to the van.
So as you guys can see, that did not go as planned. The drone crashing, getting full of sand is a big problem. I think we've got it fixed now.
So we've made it now on this drive to this really cool, interesting museum on the side of the road in the middle of nowhere, where there are UFO sightings?
Hieroglyphics.
Hieroglyphics?
Written into the earth.
Let's go.
Let's go check it out.
So we made it to the Museum of Maria Reich. She was a German excavator and archaeologist that came here and basically discovered all of these crazy geoglyphs. They found these insane patterns that you can only see from the air. They basically thought that they were made by UFOs, but they've realized over time that they were made by these ancient cultures that created these designs out of stones in the ground that are like 1 to 3 kilometers wide. Or they're UFOs, whatever you want to believe. Wow, that's insane. That's real. That's her real hair.
It's a real mummified person, or a person that was buried in there. What fascinates me is the structures, the ruins, the things that are still left over that they built hundreds or thousands of years ago. It's like my engineering brain, my builder brain gets going, and like I just love to see how they did things thousands of years ago and to see how it held up.
Like, look at
it's
this.
really fascinating to me.
Look at this. There's no way they could could have seen this from the ground. This is an aerial shot from thousands of feet up in the air.
And it's like really straight.
Yeah, it's insane. It's perfectly symmetrical. They were being instructed by the UFOs on where to place the
And this one's even crazier. This one's like a giant monkey riding a broomstick made of triangles.
The Wizard of Oz. Inspiration for the monkeys with the Wicked Witch of the West. It's right there.
Oh my gosh. That was the last room in this museum that has any of the artifacts. Now we're actually gonna go to a place where you can see these things from a tower. One thing that we actually didn't mention is that these are the Nazca people. And I believe this area or these geoglyphs are called the Nazcas Líneas, which are the lines of the Nazca people. So luckily these guys speak really good Spanish and they can communicate with the police, and the police, I don't know what they're threatening them with, but it seems like it's a big problem. They have airplane rides to take you to show you the lines in the sand, and they were trying to fly their drones, so I'm guessing the airplanes and the drones, there's probably a problem there, but it's not a restricted zone, there was no signs, there was no anything, so as soon as they flew it up in the air, these guys came over and started yelling at them, and now they're having a little bit of an altercation. Hopefully everything turns out okay.
Wow.
Well, that de-escalated. Today is bad luck for drone day.
Yeah.
Don't fly your drone. I'm not flying my drone anymore today.
But if you don't know the law, okay, it's always good to ask first, but always stand up for your right, because, you know, we are in a different country, we don't know, it's okay to ask, but we have our rights too.
If they came at me and they were talking like that, I would be screwed. I wouldn't. I would just be like,
No sabe.
no sé, es prohibido. Like I could say like one sentence, you know. So like when they get that aggressive,
Yeah.
even in English, sometimes it's like hard to deal with people like that. So if they came at me like that, I would be in big trouble.
I'm glad they were able to communicate correctly and appropriately with these guys and keep their drone.
Well, let's go do what we came to do and check out this viewpoint. One right here. There's one that goes through the road. They built the road right down the middle of it. It's really cool and fascinating.
This is crazy.
I don't think the aliens did it. I think some people did it.
Trent's just a skeptic. It was definitely UFOs, definitely some communication between the Incas and the UFOs, 100%. Luca is an alien. He can verify this is true.
All right, let's get out of here.
I'm really glad we were able to check the Nazca lines off of our list, and we made it to probably my favorite camp spot in all of South America. You want to see it? Look at this.
So it's not very often that we get off into the middle of nowhere and park where we don't have any cell phone service, we don't have any people around, there's no houses. We are literally in the sticks. We do have some new friends, I guess, that are showing up. They're not friends, we have no idea who they are. But they probably saw this place on iOverlander just like we did. But check out this sunset. That is like one of the most epic sunsets that we've seen on our entire trip.
We've made it to the middle of nowhere and we're loving it here. We actually have a couple other van lifers that rolled up from Germany. Are they from Germany? That are gonna spend the night. It's like perfect. There's no bugs. It's nice and cold. It's not humid. There's no wind. I couldn't ask for a better spot to sleep. We're making some dinner. Sara's cooking us pasta tonight. I'm doing a little bit of caprese, balsamic glaze, some basil. We've got a little bit of red wine and very fancy fresh dog food for the Frank. Looking tasty. Looks like mush, but he is very excited. Look at him. Can you see that face?
He's patiently waiting
Hello?
over here.
Is it ready yet? Is it ready yet? No, bud. Couple more minutes. I'm sorry.
Okay, Sara. What do we got in here? Uh-oh.
So we have the pasta almost ready. 2 minutes. Then we have the sauce. That is eggplants with tomato sauce. Mutti, guys, is one of the best one. And then some fresh cheese that is going on the top. We don't have ricotta. We should have. So this pasta is called pasta alla norma. And it's a typical Italian pasta. I hope you will like it.
So excited to try this. I've never even heard of that. What is it? Pasta alla norma?
Exactly.
Alla norma, which
Alla
means
norma.
all the normal.
No.
No? What does it mean?
It's a name.
It's just a name?
It's just a name.
Pasta alla norma.
Yeah.
Where did you get the ricotta?
It's not ricotta, it's just queso.
It
It's
looks
just-
like
It's queso
ricotta.
fresco. We tried to find a ricotta everywhere, but we didn't
Yeah,
find
but
it.
Oh my gosh.
We were young and we were free. Never bothered about what could be coming. Every day we danced along, smiling.
This is
We were
awesome.
young and bright.
Hey, I think it's time to eat now.
Yeah.
What
do
you
it.
think, guys? Food, friends, vans, truck campers, ladies, gentlemen. What do you want more?
We've got it all.
Mascotas, a dog.
Guys,
Cheers.
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 Thank you for dinner.
Friends in the desert.
Always young.
Friends in the desert.
Friends in the
Yeah.
desert.
Oh, I got you. There's no reason to chasing pavement on my own. 'Cause you're here to stay every night and day. I'm delighted 'cause I got you.
Well, the pasta with the Italians was amazing.
Super success.
They cooked their pasta al dente, which if you guys aren't Italian or you don't know what al dente is, it's basically like almost before the pasta is like done.
Not crunchy, but firm. Some
Firm
firmness.
is the way you would describe it.
Yeah.
Really delicious. We had a great time. We made a cool fire. We didn't catch the mountain on fire.
Yeah.
Everything was good.
Could have been bad.
We are doing some dishes right now. We got done making Frank's dog food. We're gonna divvy up his dog food, get these dishes done. Got a long day ahead of us tomorrow. A lot of driving, and that's when we'll see you. Good morning, guys. I know it's only been a couple seconds for you, but it was a rest-filled, pitch black, amazing, quiet, cold, refreshing night of sleep. I feel amazing after waking up.
Buongiorno, principessa.
Allie's making pancakes. Really excited. We haven't had pancakes for a while. What's on the agenda today, my love?
Going to Machu Picchu.
We're not going to Machu Picchu.
We're getting close.
Allie's crazy.
Para ti, mi amor. Buen provecho. Enjoy! Hi guys, so breakfast was delicious. We all had some pancakes. It was kind of fun last night. We had an authentic Italian dinner of pasta. This morning we had a pretty authentic American breakfast of pancakes. Gotta even out the cultures, you know? So we're packing up here. I really don't want to leave this campsite. It's absolutely gorgeous and we have it all to ourselves, but we got places to be. We got things to do. We're heading out of here this morning. We've got maybe 15 hours of driving. What do you say, babe? Should I drive for a couple legs today?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think the people would love for me to drive.
Yeah, when we start getting up in altitude, Allie starts getting a little wonky.
Oh!
So I think we'll let her just sit shotgun.
What a gentleman, right? Let's go.
Leaving this place, the sun's about to break. You're riding shotgun. The feeling we chase. I'm wide awake. Take me away now.
remember The Emperor's New Groove?
Yeah.
Do you remember that movie?
Oh yeah.
That was like one of my favorite movies when I was a kid.
Yeah.
We're like in The Emperor's New Groove territory. Look at this guy! This is the Emperor! Let's go!
Oh my god. Seems pretty cool. I bet these guys are friendly. We could probably try to pet them.
Let's go!
They're very afraid of us. I held up my hand like, here, you want something to eat? And they were like, no! And like all of them just ran as fast as they could, very far away.
Trent, they don't like you.
I know, they were nice to you. I need a longer beard and more
your
hair I can blend
red
in.
hair scares them. It's like a predator. Let's get out of here.
I'm a Peruvian tiger. Let's go, Frank, you gonna drive?
Oh, you let Frank drive but not me?
Yeah.
What is this?
I mean, he's pretty trustworthy. Frank never lets me down. Let's go.
Come on.
We had an absolutely insane day yesterday. We got a little bit of drone footage, we got some footage of some of the animals, but it was extremely stressful and we really didn't film that much.
We went up to 14,000 feet in elevation. 15,000 feet in elevation in the vehicles. Luckily, we didn't have to sleep at that high elevation because all four of us felt a little woozy, a little nauseous. We all got headaches. We were up there for just long enough to start feeling the effects of that altitude and the reduced oxygen before we started to descend. Now I think
you're downplaying it. Like most of the mountain roads that I've driven on, there's like a summit on the road. So like you drive up to the highest point, you cross the summit, and then you drop down into a valley. Here on the top of the Andes, it's like a giant plain.
It's like a plateau.
Yeah, it's like a big plateau, and there's like lakes and animals and all kinds of things living at like 15,000 feet. So once you get up to this plateau, you're up there for like an hour and a half to like 2 hours, which is crazy because going from sea level the day before to 7,000 feet to 15,000 feet for 2 hours was like very stressful on all four of our bodies. Yeah. And even after we came down to like maybe 8,000 or 9,000 feet that we're at right now, last night, everybody was feeling it.
Yeah.
So since we were all a little under the weather, we didn't really get the camera out. We went to bed. Well, we tried to eat dinner. It wasn't very successful. Then we went to bed, we got a good night's rest. We woke up this morning.
We only have 6 hours left until we get to Cusco, which is the main town right outside of Machu Picchu. I think now our altitude is gonna level out. We're not gonna have to ascend too much higher. We should be pretty well acclimated by now, so we're just gonna drive it out.
This morning we actually got up and we did our yoga. I'm gonna be completely honest with you guys, there's been 2 days where we didn't get our yoga done because of all the driving that we've had to do. A lot of people are wondering, why are you guys driving so fast? You're blowing through all these countries, you're not seeing enough. There's reasons for this. We're gonna get into it in another video, but for today, we gotta get on the road.
Let's do it. Okay, in total it was like 20 something hours. Today it was only 6.5 or so, don't worry, but we made it to Cusco. Look at this road.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is bad.
So we found a little campsite on Overlander called Quinta Lala. It's a little parking space right outside the city that said it has plenty of room for overlanders. And I think this is gonna be the perfect spot for us. Wow, look at this.
This looks like Overlander heaven.
Yeah, it does.
Unimog, Land Rover Defender, full out European RV, Combi, van life, multiple truck campers, more Combi van life. This is insane. Well guys, we got settled in at this campsite and then all four of us actually took an Uber into town and we set up an adventure. Maybe you can guess what it is, but I think that's gonna do it for us today. Hopefully you liked coming along on this adventure, crossing the Andes with Trent and Allie.
Woo.
I feel weird saying that. Crossing the Andes with us. If you guys like this video, make sure you give it a like. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already.
We love you. Thank you. Talk to you soon, guys.
See you on the next one.